What is the best move to do in the paint at the end of your dribble? The pivot move. And that is what we were going to be doing in today's video. What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. I'm Max from His Basketball Court, and if you want to learn how to become a better basketball player, playing on your own backyard basketball court and all other types of basketball-related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss anything. The pivot is a move or series of moves to get you space and points. With the pivot move, you will never be out of options when you're in the paint at the end of your dribble. And trust me, you use the pivot a lot more than you think you do. People have preferences, just like some people shoot with their right and some people shoot with their left. Now, people also have preferences when they pivot. People pivot off their right and off their left. And you want to know how to do both. So I'm going to start today's video off a little bit different with a drill. This is a drill you can use as a pivot warm-up before games or just to get better at your pivot. So you're going to start on the baseline, spin the ball to yourself, and then spin, hop, step, catch, like that. And then you're going to pivot off of your strong leg. So my left leg, I'm going to pivot, like so, just like that. And then once I did a full circle, I'm going to spin it again, and I'm going to pivot off of my right leg this time, just like that. And I'm going to spin it again, left leg. I'm going to go baseline to three-point line and back to baseline. You're going to do that 3 times to warm up or just to get in your basketball workout. Now, before I show you these 4 really good pivot moves, I want to say 2 things. Thing number 1, Dwyane Wade is one of the greatest guards of all time. Now, how did he become that great? He used the pivot move. In the key, on the three-point line, it doesn't matter where he used it to perfection. And that's why he was so dominant in his time. Now, thing number 2 is that when you're doing the pivot move, you have to do it properly. You can't travel at all, because that's a very big thing that happens with the pivot move. So if I do a simple pivot like this, before I lift this leg that I'm pivoting on up, I have to dribble. Because if I do this, that's a travel. You're not allowed to do that. If I do this, that is not a travel because I dribbled before I lift this leg up. Again, travel, not a travel. So make sure you do that properly. So move number 1 is a move that you've probably done before and is a move that I have taught before in a video. Now, move number 1 is the spin move. Yes, the spin move is actually a pivot move. Now, I'm not talking about the dribble. I'm talking about when you're in this situation where you've picked it up and you do this, which is, in that case, spinning. But what we're talking about right now, this is a pivot. When you're doing this, you're pivoting. You take another step because it's a layup, and you finish just like so. Like I'm saying. Pivot, finish. And now remember, all of these moves I'm going to show you, you can do on both legs. You can pivot off of your right. You can pivot off of your left to finish or off of your right. So make sure you master both sides when you're practicing these moves. Okay, so move number 2, in the way I'm going to use it, is the signature move of Dwyane Wade, and has been used by many guards at that, one of which was Kobe Bryant. He used this move to perfection. And honestly, this is a simple move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive as hard as I can, plant with my inside foot, in this case my left foot. Not only is this planting, but it's also protecting the ball from my defender. And once I do this, I'm going to spin or pivot with my right and finish with the shot. Now when I drive like so and I plant, my defender tends to move forward, giving me even more space on my shot. Now let's show you how it looks in full speed. so move number 3 is the Dream Shake, invented and most famously used by Hakeem Olajuwon. Him and the Houston Rockets won 2 championships with this move, so I would think it's pretty good. And not to mention, he was the 6th seed on the West in one of those championships. So, yeah, this move works. But what is the move? How do I use it? So what you're doing is you're going from one end of the paint to the other, or one end of the key to the other. And what he does is he dribbles, does a half pivot, and showing the ball, kind of faking his defender, and actually doing a full pivot the other way, and finishing with the shot.
Turns inside. Oh, the Dream Shake. Spinning one way, back to the
He was 7 feet too, so it worked extra well. Now Hakeem Olajuwon was 7 foot tall, proving that even big guys can use this move. And he was not driving, he was posting up. So now last, but definitely not least, is move number 4. Now, move number 4 is commonly known as the pivot, and is a really good move to make your defender look silly. But what is the pivot? Well, it is when move number 3, or the Dream Shake, does not work. So you do your Dream Shake, but instead of shooting, you shot fake, and do another pivot, stepping through and finishing with a floater, a layup, or if you're tall enough, a dunk. Now again, you Dream Shake, shot fake, and step through and fake. So now a little recap. Remember, the moves are the spin move, the reverse pivot, the Dream Shake, and the pivot, or the double pivot. Now the best ways to practice these moves are literally just to play one-on-one games and do them, or just practice them by yourself on a net. The best way to get better is to practice. And that's all I have for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if this video helped you, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn the bell on, because more will be coming soon. And also leave a like and turn that button blue, because I heard that happens, but I'm not sure, so maybe you should try it out to see if it actually works. And that's all I have for today's video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time. Now I'm going to pivot myself into a shot to end this video. See you next time, people.